Alright, so here we are going to play RTT for our anyway, he is starting first here. There's sacrifice and cultist. So cultist maybe not worth it. Certainly you can build an engine here using the wharves and shanty towns and the other stuff. So we'll just see. I'm gonna open sacrifice silver, I think. You can go a little further afield and do sacrifice shantytown, but to me it's not that inspiring. So we'll see. He does open with the shantytown. I'm not super I don't know if he's gonna skip the sacrifice. That would be interesting, I guess, to see. I don't really know if that'll work, but if you go shanty silver and just try and get to the cultist quickly. I mean, to be fair, the sacrifice defense against ruins is not like some incredible thing, though it's not nothing. This will be a wharf for me. He gets a nice draw. He'd probably be he may even get to play his wharf if he's super lucky. That would have been kind of bonkers. This is not a great shuffle for me. Fortunately, he doesn't hit 5 again, so that's fine. I'm gonna buy a shantytown here. Already we're playing at the speed that Dominion ought to be played at, so that's nice. Caravans are fine. Gets another wharf, which is good. I will get another wharf. Hopefully we draw into our wharf. He's had pretty good shanty luck so far. Obviously I'm not doing anything exciting here. 7 is not a... I could go caravan shantytown. I guess I'm gonna try that. I'm not sure that that's worth it, but he'll probably have a 5 here. No, he's hitting 4 a lot, which will happen when he doesn't have any silvers yet. I have to kind of decide between additional shanty towns and the caravans. Obviously the advantage with the caravan being that, or the taking the caravan when you hit 4 might be the thing to do. This shuffle should be fine. I might get one shantytown draw out of it. No one's managed to have like 2 wharves down in a turn, but he might get something going here. Hopefully he didn't find a wharf. Okay, he did. If you get enough draw, you can do a masterpiece as your way of putting in cash if you're drawing well. Well, that's hard with... I didn't actually see colonies were on the board until just now, so that actually is probably not going to cut it. Since you can just buy Platina. It's going to be a little bit quicker, I think. mean, I guess the masterpiece probably builds up a little faster, but it's going to really suffer from consistency issues. He gets his second silver, which is fine. Hopefully we see a shantytown in 4 cards, but could easily miss on that front. That was a nice sequence there for him. See if he has 9 here. Yeah, he'd probably go ahead and... Okay, he just morphs gold maybe? That seems pretty reasonable to me. So I have 8 or 9. It's pretty far afield, but you can... My wars are unbalanced, but the 2 caravans are together, so I'm actually in the same... he missed his gold there. I'm actually in the same amount of draw per turn. How important is it to hit the wharf this time? I'm not sure, but I could get to it, of course, with the sacrifice play. But that just looks like not the thing to do. So I have either $11 or $12. $12 looks kind of nice to be able to do Platinum Shantytown. With these with this heavy wharf turn coming up. I do need to get some wharves this turn. I will absolutely have to. He's been able to do this he's been able to draw with Shantytown some, which I have not. Alright, so we didn't get to play a sacrifice, but that's not surprising. Not especially surprising anyway. I do not mind winning the wharf split. There is, of course, lots of other draw on the board, so it's far from conclusive or anything. I guess I can just save this other caravan. I'm at 16. Can be at 17. The hope here will be just that his draw craps out before mine does. Not that his draw is bad or anything. He may go like Shanty Journeyman or something. Platinum is okay. Okay. So I'm at 1, 2, 5, 6, 12, 15, 18 or 19. Not especially better one way or the other. I mean, I could start thinking about buying the ruins. That would be super weird. This is putting me at double colony money. If I trash a copper at least. He's drawing a lot at the start of this turn. The start of his next turn is where he's going to possibly have some issues. So I have basically no problems going one colony here. I don't think he'll double, even though he does have a lot of money. He's just not drawing that much off this turn. I mean, if he like gets super lucky with his shantytown sequencing, it can work. But I'm super fine with going. I mean, he probably has to buy a journeyman here. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Obviously, I mean, I think my last card is Shantytown, but I'm just gonna play the war. Well, I guess I can at least think about it. It kind of looks like Colony Province for me. I mean, I gotta play the wharf. I need the game to kind of last more turns than this for it to work. The ruin thing is basically to turn sacrifice into like a village or regular village, but that's just, I think that's kind of nuts. So again, we're just hoping here that he doesn't really sequence the shantytown stuff in a way that's useful for him. Like there, that's perfect. He still may get there, but at least he didn't draw off at all. He may still have just the double colony, in which case I don't really know what I could have done. I mean, double province, I would have 4 less. Yeah, maybe it's just, I was just hoping with the lower duration there that he would fail to draw, but it didn't happen. Well, I have to think about Night Watchman stuff, which is kind of a blind spot for me. I can't go Scavenger Night Watchman, which I guess would be the thing if you had it. But probably Silver Night Watchman should work well enough. Like the Scavenger Night Watchman would be really nice, but anyway, I don't have that draw, so it's not happening. He, I guess, does not either. See if he does the same thing he does. Yeah, like Scavenger would, I mean, there would be some, I guess the first play of the Scavenger isn't really any better than a silver, but the next ones are pretty nice. Miserable is fine for now. Locust isn't, that locust reveal at least is not especially nice. I mean, it's not, it's fine, but it doesn't, it's not exciting at all. I don't, these are not great draws. My lab is hiding, but he's moving through stuff a little bit faster than me. I may get a second Night Watchman, although I'm not like fully in love with it, but it's okay. I know the next set of cards are all right, but probably should just throw the Night Watchman too. That sucks. That's a really crappy draw. I guess he had it too. Or similar thing too. I don't know. He hasn't trashed the curses, so they're doing some damage. Definitely. That poverty's great there. What? This hand sucks. Kind of, I mean. It does suck a little bit. That's a fine Bad Omens. It's a good time for Envious, since I have nothing to buy anyway. he puts together a pretty nice turn here. I assume the rest of the libraries or the laboratories are going to be gone. Nope. Okay, I get one more, which is fine. Which is of course fine. What are the odds I like totally whiff on a Night Watchman off this? Obviously it's nice to play the Caravan. There are 2 Night Watchmans in there and then like a bunch of silvers, right? Or not a bunch of silvers, bunch of coppers, I mean. Like if I totally whiff on the Night Watchman, then it's really bad. Otherwise, the advantage is just to get a Caravan down. Alright, we found one, so it's all good. Question for me is whether it's time to buy province. I guess I'm gonna do it. It could be like caravans, but I'm not sure I want the bat that badly. Obviously would have been nice to toss the province. A crossroads gain will probably be reasonable with a vampire at some point. I will gain a bandit camp if I with this vampire, I guess. Probably. Depends on how much I draw here. I think I've gotten the better hexes by a pretty good margin. I would say these double Night Watchmen are the double Night Watchmen have ran their course. I would say question is whether I want the crossroads now or the bandit camp now. Fear is fine. Fear is of course nice. Any of the discard attacks are nice here. Oh, I feel pretty good about my position. Now I feel just like totally won, actually. I probably already was, but like 3 provinces is not going to be... I don't actually have 3 provinces yet, so I am counting my chickens before they hatch. But 3 now and 4 next turn looks quite likely. I do like the crossroads now. Don't really want any of these. Kind of want the spoils, but hopefully we hit a reasonably good crossroads here. Kind of surprised he triggered that. Maybe it's just fine. Maybe it's the Night Watchman and who cares. That was an okay crossroads. I mean, I can't complain about it. Obviously, it's still triggering me a province. Okay, so that I got better hexes than I was first player. I mean, I think I did reasonable things, and from what I could tell, he did too. There may have been things we messed up with the Night Watchman stuff. I don't, and shuffles and things, but I wasn't paying close enough attention to make any evaluation on that either way, for me or for him. So I can't say. We have a lighthouse obelisk with no, well, there's bridge troll. You probably do have to go for a golem deck here just because of the power of the bridge troll. Though, boy howdy, it sure is going to be a pain to build. But I think you have to. Maybe the druid has that plus action one. It does not. It does help though to get wisps. Yeah, you just have to play with golem here. I don't see a way around it. How exactly you get to that point, I'm not sure. The wisp will be excellent. But like I'm saying over and over again, I guess, I don't know. Okay, so he's going with a Basilica by for his chapel, which is smart. I'm glad he did it because I wouldn't have seen it, and then then I would have missed it. You can pair. You could do Chariot Race or stew. I mean, to be honest, you could do a lot of things with your chapel opening. It would be nice to get one bridge troll, which leads towards silver for me, but really only just one. I'm gonna try it. You could buy any of Druid, Lighthouse, or Chariot Race, or Steward, I think, or Silver. I mean, I think any of those are reasonable. Yeah, like I think that Chariot Race is totally a viable thing to get there. So I have to think. I did get the bad. I got a decent chapel draw because I got 2 estates, but it hurts a little bit to hit the. Hit the old silver chapel collision, but so like he gets a, he didn't get as many estates as me, but he gets a nice chapel trash. I'm gonna have bad chapel here because of course he's gonna get so thin his Chariot Race won't even have anything to hit. I'm gonna pick up a druid. I am gonna have 5 in my next hand. Well, unless the silver misses, which is possible. Okay, the silver didn't miss, but I probably am not gonna take the troll. I mean, I got a trash obviously, but this could be a Chariot Race for me. My deck is not great. I don't feel super behind, but it's still, there's still some issues with the deck right now. You've got to get it going, but my question is whether I trash just estate here and buy the troll, buy the bridge troll. The other option is to of course trash more. Not a mystery. I think we gotta trash. I mean, that would be that's what it looks like to me anyway. I still have 3 coppers. He must have 2. That was lucky for him. That hurts. I mean, the chariot race thing is gonna hurt when it goes their way. He may have his potion, and then he's gonna get a, okay, the potion missed. He probably goes troll, lighthouse. No double chariot race. That's fine. That's nice. I do have a lot of 2s, so that's not great. He gets a golem here, it's fine. I can't quite decide if I want to play all these all of these lighthouses. There's a really good chance the let's go for it. The golem, fortunately, those whiffed. I'm gonna get a hit unless he adds a bridge troll to his deck this turn. In which case I might get it. I'm very likely to get a hit, but not guaranteed. He's got, I assume he's going to trash here, though. Maybe he'll take a wisp. He takes a wisp. So he's keeping the wisps and the silvers, or the coppers, which gives you some shots at hitting. I'm actually going to get to attack him here, which is weird. Oh, the golem. Yeah, if that is the other thing that he can find that will mess me up. I need to get one of those. He's probably going to keep getting the wisps, which is going to tell in a little while because the draw is going to hurt. Okay, he does trash copper. Never mind. Okay, and probably chariot race for him. You can, of course, kind of rush these lighthouses if you want, but I don't know. That's not like... You get the obelisk points, but... Okay, so these should all hit, which is great for me. This is a bit sad. I'm going to reveal a chapel. I'm going to find some other cantripy thing, but unfortunately I'm not going to find two cantripy things, so I'm not going to be able to play the druid and the bridge troll. So that will hurt. And that's just sort of cruddy luck. If I had a chariot race, obviously I could zip on by the chapel and then play it and hit two cantrips, but I don't, so I can't. And there's no real way around it. This doesn't particularly matter. Pardon me. These are always scary because you can miss here. Unless he like reveals that you have something on top that you know, want to hit. Alright, I got a good shot of hitting here, or winning a race. Not a great shot. I mean, he could have other stuff that blocks the golem, unfortunately, but I might win. Okay. Yeah, I just sort of have to play these all out before I play the... Okay, so now it's safe to play one of the golems. That's perfect. That's super great. What does he have on top? Well, I'm not going to win a race, but... Anyway, this all doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get a wisp, and then the wisps are a little iffy, right? The wisps have a an upside and a downside to them, for sure. And then this doesn't matter. Question is, do I keep the silver? Well, I definitely keep it because I need to use it right now. So I had a good hand there, or a good turn there for sure. And this looks okay too. I mean, as long as you get one golem in hand, it's pretty nice. He may get a few more hits. Yep. He's having a nice turn here. He's going to get his second bridge troll down, I bet, and that'll be good for him. The bridge trolls and the chariot races sort of work against one another on some levels. Though it might rescue you, it just sort of depends on the deck composition. It's not obvious one way or the other, but anyway, I'm gonna play the golem since it's guaranteed to keep moving along. We're definitely if he gets to play all that next turn, he'll win for sure. That's going to be a little hard for him to play all of that, but sure, I mean, I don't know. The lighthouses, of course, are worth a goodly amount of points. How many golems did I toss? Just one golem. It's hard because the buys or the piles are lowering. I'm willing to push my luck a little bit since I do have one golem in this next hand for sure. It would be real great if I didn't have this chapel anymore. I could have not played the bridge trolls. I could have druided the chapel, and that would have been a reasonable thing. I can get a little tiny points lead. He can get up to a lot of buys. It's one problem is that a lot of it swings on how well you draw off your chariot races. It's going to matter both for the points and for the money aspect of it. The thing with leaving 3 bridge trolls is that it's just going to be hard to finish. I mean, like, I can take double lighthouse here. I'm just not going to draw through all this stuff. For sure. We'll see what he puts together. That's a good start for him. Well, gee, he's just labbed through the whole deck with will-o-wisps. It's very likely that I just sort of gave him the game here right now, but we just have to wait and see what he puts together. It will depend on the chariot race hits. He flipped 2 golems. That's awesome. He's still playing several chariot races, though. So he's short actions. That's going to be his thing. But he's not short anything, so. I mean, I felt like I kind of had, I didn't have to go for it, obviously, but I felt like in a position where I ought to just sort of push it. I don't, maybe it was real stupid, or maybe there was another way to maneuver around there, but I didn't see it or spend too much time looking for it, because this is just way more enjoyable than the other matches. It's like a million times more fun. I'm not gonna spend too much time dilly-dallying here either. Go with the cultist and the native village. You could pass on the native village, right? That would be the thing to maybe consider skipping. But ruins potentially can help you with your lamp activation. They don't really help that much. I mean, it's not going to be that useful, but this is a pretty rotten first shuffle so far. I really would love to get a 3 or a 4, but so like easy if the cultist misses, then he's like right back in it where he's in a fine position, because the because if I don't play the native, or if I don't play the cultist, then it's just not really doing that much for me. I'm gonna get a reasonably good set aside here though, and a play, so it's fine. I guess I could pass on the play. It's a question of whether trashing I know I'm setting aside copper, right? So I may just take the this. I can't really make it miss the shuffle. So this is going to be a caravan or a plaza, I think. Or it could be silver. But anyway, not a great reshuffle for me, but it could have gone worse. Like when I draw the OE here, then I'm going to be very, very, very sad. I'll take a silver. This looks alright. Hopefully his cultist hides. It does not. He'll get another one. Can't really play. I guess I could. No, it's the overburn. I can't really play there. The cut purse, of course, is not nothing at all. Most likely, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Did I activate? That's cool. No. I may hit a changeling now. Wow, he chained well there. That sucks. I don't know exactly where that split went, but I don't think very much in my favor, if at all. He's probably up to 6. That was probably the 6th one he gave me. So that was not great. It would have really helped if he had not triggered, or if he'd not managed that one, but anyway, nothing I can do. I'm gonna go with don't discard. I could have discarded there, it wouldn't have been that bad, but I don't know what my last card is. I don't, whoa, didn't mean to hit that. It might be something crappy. Oh no, it's a caravan. I could have known that. I guess I'm gonna go for that, the big cultist thing, but these abandoned mines are okay, actually. Well, since that wasn't really what I wanted, but no, I don't. Probably I'm not going to get anything decent out of it. Oh, I can get a caravan. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be great. I don't know if he's like angling specifically for a 3-pile. This shuffle is not triggerable, so I will not be triggering it. I can live with the abandoned mines. He's not triggering this shuffle. Yeah, it was really a big swing on me getting fortunate. Oh yeah, I forgot Changeling Skulk. Oh, I totally forgot that. That's got to be something to look out for, because I need some money. And it's a cheap way of getting the gold. I didn't know how to exactly do this. Native villages are way more likely to hit just something reasonably good. He might buy a duchy here. Probably is premature, but maybe he goes for a caravan. Oh, he's going for additional skulks. Okay. I mean, I think that's reasonable. This didn't quite pan out. Alright, that's all fine. I guess I'm going to actually try to draw, which is maybe a little bit absurd here. Eventually he's got to hit that lamp. Like, he just gotta. He can go for the pile. I will be able to hit province this turn. I guess he is really trying to rush me on piles, but I don't think that's gonna quite work out for him. This will be another province. Most certainly. He gets one too, though, so that's nice for him. Okay, so I can either take... I didn't draw any more treasure. Okay, I take that back. Most certainly was a pretty big misnomer there. I guess I just don't have the money. To go to duchy. This is a kind of a not too exciting game. There we got some movement. Okay. I don't know what I need more of, plazas or caravans. Or golds, actually. That's probably more reasonable. I'm gonna pick the mat up here. Well, what am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never mind, I don't have to pick the mat up. What did I set aside? Occultist. I guess he can get a... I guess he can get something weird that would let him... Like a double changeling native village pile out thing, buying province or something. Like if he can buy province and gain 2 native villages, then I guess he wins. Not seeing that, but... But I guess it could happen. I guess I would just cry. Endlessly. That would be a really funny finish. Hopefully his hand is just all garbage and he's thinking because he has no good options. I didn't actually check to see if like he had a ruined market. That's not really gonna help him much, but I know I don't have one. Well, he's not finishing anyway. He can set up the finish. I mean, he could just get really lucky and draw for and just draw the province. It's not very likely, but he could do it. I would be super sad if it happened. Now I just have to find a native village and it's guaranteed. Alright, that was a weird game. I'm surprised it was, well, he did win that. He got that big turn where he gave me, I guess we did split the ruins. So somehow, and of course he never activated, but somehow it was still like kind of close. I mean, it was a messy game, so it was always going to be messy. I could have, maybe it wouldn't have been close if I had just bought silvers instead of plazas and caravans. I can believe that. It wouldn't surprise me anyway. There's no draw here. Besides, beggar seller. Which is, I swear, if that's a thing you have to do here, I don't think that ever works. You would, I mean, also the village is weird too, so it's just like even harder to make that work. It just can't be the thing. I don't know if there's some value in doing plan in the opening or not. I mean, the long-term deck just looks like Goon's money. But it's going to be a big pain in the butt because there's Bandit Fort too. But, yeah, I don't know. So he is planning on the foragers. I mean, I can see it. I can also see, like, buying a dungeon and a forager working out better. I can see both being just fine, really. I don't know. Obviously, if you miss, I mean, if you find it like that, then you're in a good spot. And my dungeon missed, so that's not ideal. But, so he'll definitely be clean before me. The dungeon missing does slow me down a reasonable amount. Yeah, this is probably gonna be pretty rough. He should be able to buy goons now. Yeah. I'm not even hitting the states. So, in that respect, it's awful too. I was gonna put plan on goons, but like that'll never ever ever hit. Apparently though, putting it on crown would have hit, which is a surprise to me. I think you buy a crown. Yeah, I like that. This still, I don't know how you like play this game out, because now he's gonna hit with a goon, so I mean, if he ever misses the goons, then I can buy one, but if he doesn't, then I'm super screwed. Because I don't have a third silver. I'm going to have to get a third silver. Unfortunately. Funny thing here will be he'll, well, okay, he's not going to whiff, but if he missed the goons here, then I would also still not hit 6. There is almost nothing to do though after you're sort of locked into whatever. Besides play goons, and like it's hard to buy stuff. Even the dungeons will kind of get in your way. I'm not even attacking him. Like, because I'm not attacking him, he actually has some plays right now. And he'll be able to build up a big enough points lead before I ever buy goons that it won't ever matter. But it's still a quite strange kind of a deck. Because it really does not do anything. So I have a chance to get the goons this turn. If my silver isn't bottom decked, which it's not, so. But boy, there's nothing to do here. I mean, I guess given where I am, you might be willing to try the beggar thing. He might go crown beggar. You could probably pull it off some. If you have enough crowns and the dungeons, sure. I'd buy a crown and a beggar here if I were him. You can make that work. I thought I had a dungeon in play. That's why I discarded the way I did. Obviously I did not. So I just want to make it clear that I'm not like a complete dingus. Okay, I am a complete dingus, but I did think I had a dungeon in play. I guess that's the nature of my dingusing. Boy, there sure is not anything to do. Maybe I can buy a crown this turn. I'm going to keep my foragers because you need them to do the beggar thing. Kind of. You kind of need them to do the beggar thing. He gets another goons, which is pretty reasonable to do. Somewhere along the way I have to buy a crown, which can be this turn. He does have a lot of goons. You can't really play the dungeons. They're that bad. Maybe he'll buy a province. He did not buy a province. I need a crown. Here I can buy a crown. I guess I can try and get a third goons beforehand. Might be good. Now I'm not going to get a crown though. Not this turn anyway. But we can play one dungeon, right? And then, you know. I just want to keep attacking him. I don't think he's going to miss attacking me, but he is lowering the piles. Which is pretty cute. I don't really know what I mean by cute there in this particular context. We're definitely I cannot get these crowns to save my life. I don't know what he's gonna buy once the I need a second crown before I can go into this this beggar thing. Ideally like 3. But I would settle for the amount I got, I guess. I don't know what his plan is for the third pile. This is another crown, fortunately. the issue for me specifically will be, how can I say this? Okay, I think we can work this out. Not for a win, but for some fun times at least. Well, we didn't get the dungeon in, which is really what we wanted. To start it out. But that's okay. So this is not, I really would have liked to get a dungeon in hand here. This doesn't particularly matter. What has Becker done? I assume he is just gonna have it. I can't actually even do what I sort of envisioned happening with the two crowns. It doesn't actually do anything. I mean, obviously you can't even do it unless you have a non-goon's hand, basically. I didn't really think it through, but it's still fun to fail miserably. Maybe I tired RTT out, probably not. Yeah, he would have to miss a goons. Which is pretty tough to happen. I think I can come around. I mean, obviously he was first player, so there was, and my dungeon miss, so there were other things affecting the who hits the goons first there, but the plan probably is going to get there faster than when I did. But that's okay. So this is our last one. We can potentially tie. There is quite a bit of potential building to be doing. The mining village split could be pretty important here. I think I'm going to open Enchantress Masquerade. Of course, this may backfire quite badly. Hireling should be quite good. You have to build some here because of Enchantress. You couldn't, say do vault money or anything. Wouldn't work. I'll be right back. He did not even make his purchase. So he opens double Masquerade. Which seems fine. That's one way to guarantee your trashing in the face of the, or to help, it's not really guarantee, but to help your trashing in the face of the Enchantress attack. I'm a little sad about hitting 2 here, but not much I can do now. See if he found the second one. He did. Oh, he bought an Expedition, so of course he did. He'll probably pick up a Hireling, I would think. Yeah, I mean, that's okay too. See if he passes me a stay. He does. So as I said, the mining village split is pretty important here. He got a nice draw to chain that. I'm very, very likely to draw some sort of action dead. What it will be, yeah, and to chain it into double Masquerade, that's killer. Like, that's it's not necessarily game winning, but it's close. It's very close to game winning. To me, that bandit camp is just like too soon. Not bandit camp, but the bandit. Like, I like bandit here, I think, but probably not this instant. He's clean though. I have to think about expeditions. I don't know if that's. I guess the bandit is changeling, actually, so that makes more sense. Just in general. It is going to be relatively tough to... This isn't a great changeling turn for him. If he did have the changeling, I don't know. This could either... I do want a hireling, so I'll just go ahead and get it now. It was real lucky that I flipped both his masquerades. I assume here he's got the changeling, so that's reasonable. That was really a nice draw for me. Very, very nice draw for me all around. This has either got to be another expedition, which I think I like. Here he's going to move all around and get the changeling as well. Might get the Sacred Grove, yeah. Didn't find the Masquerade, so that hurts quite a bit. He can, depending on how this goes, he can win the mining village split big, which is just going to be kind of super painful. That's a nice growth for him. I mean, I guess I'll take it. It doesn't really matter too much. I mean, it improved my hand, so. Yeah, so he'll be able to clean up the mining villages now. Which is going to be a bit of a big deal. It's not like it's not necessarily game ending, but we'll just see. That certainly he's in a good spot. Okay, never mind. He does not finish those. In fact, he doesn't even get any. That's a bit different than what I expected. For sure. Just a second. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. Now the question is, do I want another Sacred Grove or another Hireling? Okay, sorry again. I've got a lot more terminals than him now. I'm gonna need one regular gold for sure. I guess the question is whether I want 2 regular golds or not. I can still afford another changeling, I think. See if he decides to take a silver or something. Well, he probably can't toss the copper because then I can hit him with Masquerade again. I don't know what he's going to get, a Masquerade. Okay. He doesn't have a bandit. He doesn't really have anything but the vault. I'm worried if I let him get the Basilica points that it'll be too much. Though I kind of want to expedition a couple times here. Obviously this is probably letting him get the Basilica points. Definitely playing for a longer game here. Which we should be able to get. But he is doing these expeditions, so we'll see. He may beat me here. It certainly won't be easy for him to. I'll be able to triple province on my final pretty easily. He will too, though, if he chains stuff. Or double province at least, which is going to be the real issue. The mining villages are going to be a problem. Definitely. The bandit camps at this point are... I mean, I want to be able to get to double province here, but that's about the extent of it. So... I did kill a gold, that's nice. So I gotta figure here if I want to double province. These sacred groves may help him a lot too. But I got a double province here. I think the last card is a... I don't know what the last card is. Glad we saw the Flames Gift. And I'm glad we saw that one, so that's all good. I can quad if I draw. Problem is going to be if he doubles. That's going to be my real issue. Which he's probably not, so I would have actually liked him to play the Enchantress because I would rather cantrip the Bandit, but I'm going to see 5 cards. I don't know if I'll draw through. So now my challenge is just to quad province, which I was at 19 already. That's not guaranteed. Well, plus I got a little bonus from one of the Sacred Groves. It may have been quite bad to... Though on the other hand, he's kind of... His deck is getting progressively worse. Like all he did was Duchy there, you know. And I'll get to attack him. So the question is, 6 mining villages is 12, and I had 19 before, 31 is, but I had a Sacred Grove, so if I do draw everything, I am going to make it. So I guess we'll just play for that. It could, there's only 1 Masquerade in there, but there's 2 more mining villages. Let's just go for it. I mean, it's no fun not going for these things anyway. Maybe we'll get rescued by the Sacred Grove boon. We're $1 short. How many mining villages did I blow up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is still 1 mining village and whatchamacallit are bottom decked. But now I can't really play the Sacred Groves. Obviously I could have like super easily could have super duper easily just not gone for it. I'm just gonna pass the copper. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not making it. He's probably making it here. Like, he can pass me a terminal or a masquerade or whatever, and it's fine. I assume he just has it. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. I could have, of course, played my turn out quite. I didn't have to go all in. I could have gone to triple and then stopped, but I was like way over. Oh well. So he gets me 2-4. So we'll have to play a little better in the remaining matches if we want to face Marcus again. So thanks for watching and listening. Sorry I was off the audio quite a bit there, but hope you enjoyed it. See you later.